Well, greetings, greetings, greetings. James Lee McFarland here once again, also known as Gentleman Jim. I want to give you a little tip on why things happen, especially on men's jackets. A lot of times, men get a little roll right here on a jacket. Some women do too. Difference between men and women is the anatomy. Men have squarer shoulders. Women have more sloping shoulders. So what actually happens is, when you get this little roll right in this area here, this is what happens. Now you see it a lot on men's jackets, okay? There's two ways that you can go about correcting that. One way is this little bit here, when you figure out how much you need to take in. If it's a little bit, the simple way to do it is to take the jacket right here, right? Always mark the center, so you put the center back on the center, okay? And you take off a little bit. If you're just taking off this amount, this is the way you do it. You're actually moving the undercollar down. Right here. You're moving that down. But sometimes the fit, because you would need to take it loose all the way over to here. All the way over to there. On both sides. Right? What I do, if it's a little bit, I take and I pinch somewhere around 1/4 inch. Just 1/4 inch out of the back of the collar. Then when I move this down, which is the felt that's on the back of the collar, the area covers itself. Why? Because the distance here, and if you go down, the distance gets wider. So this wouldn't fit back on when you move it down. So you pinch it a little, and then when you put all of this back on, I'm going to mark it and I'm going to show you. Then it'll fit back, because see, this area here is wider than this area here. Now that's if it's a little bit. Sometimes there's only a little roll. Sometimes there's a lot more. Sometimes it needs to come down this far. Now you can't move that down like that. That's what we call shortening the back. That's when we take it off of this area as well. This area here is called a point, right in here. But what you do is, you only take it off the back side. So what you would end up doing is opening your collar, you'd end up opening the shoulder right here, right? And you would move the front panel onto the back. Now that also shortens the area. Then you'll be able to get this distance. If you just pull the collar down to that point, you're going to get a lot of disruptions, and the side of the shoulder is going to roll up on you like that. So what we're doing is, we're taking this part here off. Just the back panel, not the front. Just the back panel. See right there. And you're going to end up putting this on that. Now you can lower the back of the collar. When you put this area, the front, onto the back, on both sides, guess what's going to happen? This area is going to automatically move up. And the distance that you take in, you're going to get the same neck opening as you had before, except eliminating that. Now, that's what happens. This is why that happens a lot. On most men's patterns that we use in the industry, the shoulder, you see how our shoulder is rounded? See that curve in there? Right? So you'll see the distance. But most patterns that you buy commercially, this is straight across like this. This arch here arches the shoulder, so you get less of that roll on there with that arch. Because see, when these two fit together, as you can see, they fit into each other. And that rolls over the back of the shoulder. You get less. Sometimes you get none at all. But they only do this on better garments. Patterns that you might buy if you were making one, this would be straight. Right in there. So you wouldn't have that. That's one of the reasons why you get that. That's just another tip from Gentleman Jim on shoulders and why you get that roll in the back of the neck. Thank you, my friends, once again. Have a wonderful day.